How y'all doing out there? This is your man, Nico B, aka Super Solican. This is the Blackeffect. And this is a spiritual message. We want to get into this quickly. I don't want to waste time. The Lord has a lot in store for his people. The yoke of the Lord is easy. The Lord tells you that in the Bible. The yoke of Jesus Christ is easy, man. When you accept Jesus Christ into your life, I know it may seem difficult to give up the things, that are toxic, to give up the sinful lifestyle. But that's easy because sin destroys you. Sin is what's destroying you right now. Sin is what's causing this world to be in the state that it's in right now. A sin to the Lord, let me give you an example. Lying. A liar. Do you like liars? This is a sin upon the earth. Greed. Tons of greed. Greed is what has caused most of the murders and atrocities that you've seen on the earth. But see, I say that to say all of this. I say all that to say this. See, but when you're doing all that, and as a believer, understand that God is the final avenger. Yeah. That's why I love the Most High. Yes. Jesus Christ, God allowed an incarnation of himself to be killed by you. He allowed that. When Jesus Christ was saying the whole time he was on earth, he knew that he was going to die in what manner. He didn't prevent it. He told his disciples that, man, if I wanted it to be so, I could call down the armies of heaven and totally wipe out any of my oppositions, including any other human that's moving. But see, God allowed, that's the strength of the Most High. He allowed himself to be humiliated by his creation, murdered by his creation, shed blood, allowed holy blood to be shed. But what I want you to understand is that wasn't the final frontier. Christ is coming back. Yeah, God is the final avenger. Even in the Quran, you read the Quran, you understand that the Muslims know Christ is coming back. Our Muslim brothers, yes, the brothers, because they are believers also. We just need to get in the truth of Christ. They are in the truth. They know he's coming back to fight. They know that Christ is not coming back to be like, bankhead. Christ ain't coming back to have no parties. Christ ain't coming back to, to negotiate. No. Christ is coming back for blood. And God is the final avenger. When people do these things, sin starts in the heart. So when you make up all these things in your heart to go do some unfair stuff to somebody, or you making up in your heart to try to be, to be phony. Being phony is just lying in a more subtle way. You do that, God see you. And that's why ain't nothing going right in your life. When you're doing all that, see, God is the one who holding the punishments. When it comes time to get a spanking, God will be the one to do that. And for you people who think you're getting away with anything, oh no. That's why you see niggas under the jail. You know what I'm saying? God's ordained it. When you see dudes, men who are moving about and just, you see on the news, people just getting shot up, randomly popped up, God's ordained it. You see people who are in the hospitals, hurting, racked with pain. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on, suffering. Some of them on their way to the afterlife. God has ordained that, and he's looking at it. Has he stopped it? Because he can. If you asked him to genuinely, as any believer, anyone who is in the family, anyone whose name is in the book of life, has the privilege and the ability and basically the right to go to God and ask him for things, to go to him and counsel with him, ask him for relief from their trouble. Yeah, sure do have the right to do that. Now, those who are out in the devil's field, who are playing secular games, who out there who don't have no faith and no belief and God is not in their heart, When they are out here being, seeing it, when people out here living sinful lifestyles, when they live in a sin, it's people out here, and I'm not trying to just harp on one group, but when you, like I said, the liars, but when you have when you have the I don't even have a Netflix. When you have like homosexuals, they living a sinful lifestyle on a daily basis, not caring what God thinks. When it comes time for the punishments, when HIV comes out, or when it's things like that, hey man, this is how God operates. He's the one giving them out. You understand? God, he could have stopped it. Like or you see somebody, getting ran down on, it's a group of people coming and just beating them down, just boom, boom, boom. Ain't nobody coming to their defense. You know what I'm saying? God is the one orchestrating it. Now, for whatever purposes that is, God doesn't always destroy the person. It may be just to get their attention and to be like, return to me before it's too late. Because once you're dead, there is no forgiveness for sin. Your life is your testimony. Now you have to who are you living for? You're either going to be living for God or for Satan. Now, Satan gives gifts for the time being. Yes, Satan is the ruler of this earth, but he still got to answer to God. You understand? Satan will give them gifts for a time being, but when God come time to be like, man, this person here I've given them enough grace. This person will never get right. See, God shines his light on the sinners and the believers alike. So even the sinner who Satan is working with, God start looking at that. But when they start getting out of pocket and getting out of hand and get too arrogant, start trying to destroy his people, when they start trying to come to his people and do them dirty, that's when God step off the throne, like step up and then start smacking their ass. Nigga, God will destroy what kings have built. God will destroy what men who you look up to and you seeing them, God will reduce them to little sliveling little worms. Only the Most High will do that. So for y'all who put y'all faith in men, it's very foolish. It's a futility. I see it as just retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like babies, my little nephew, little Ace, can tell you that putting your faith in men is foolish. It's a futility. You put your faith in the Most High God, the one who is the creator of it all. And he'll mediate everything. He'll handle all that. The Lord's yoke is easy, as it said. The Lord ain't God's yoke. The yoke of Jesus Christ is not a hard one to be under. It's God's protection is like being under eagle's wings. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Out in the field, it's real. But don't try to think that you're getting anyone gets away with anything, because they don't. God just come in and start clapping stuff. You feel me? That's how, real talk. This is that being that commits mass genocide. This is why I be in such awe of God and such, and I have such disappointment for those who lack faith, and I just really don't have much entertainment for that, because say you found you've discovered one of the greatest say you discovered the greatest discovery on earth. You've seen and you're going to people telling them about this discovery in the gem, this gem, this special thing you found, and these people see it or register it as utter nonsense. You get sick of that. You just be like, look, man, go about your business, you understand, and see how that works. Now, I've given you the good news, the gospel, that the Creator has came here once and died. Allow you to kill him for a holy sacrifice so that now you can get into heaven again. If that isn't significant information, I don't know what is. But to be giving that to someone who can't fathom that, or some who aren't even unlocked in the spirit, it's just it's tiresome. You just have no interest in doing that. That's it. But at the end of the day, when we all pass and this energy that in us, our spirit, the eternal energy, returns to the Most High, we all gonna have to answer for our life and our actions and our lack thereof. Because even the lack of faith and the lack of a lot of people, when you really get down to it, it's what's in their heart. It stems down to wickedness because they don't want to do what's ordained by God. They want to live their own life. But God is saying that you think you're going to do that, but not on my watch. You are mine. And that's what it is. So with that being said, it is your man, Super Solid and Nico B. I'm gone.